You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, General Hospital fans. It's Belynda from Soap Dirt. And I have got 10 sizzling hot predictions for 2024. I'm doing a whole look ahead at the whole entire year. I know that's kind of a long-term, ambitious sort of range of predictions, but I'm going to go there. Because I spent a lot of time thinking about the best and worst couples of 2023, the best and worst plots of 2023. You guys may have seen those videos. You can see them on our main page or go to the GH playlist. And so spending so much time thinking about 2023 had me thinking big picture about 2024. So I'm really excited to share these predictions with you. And I hope you will comment whether you agree or disagree or have other ideas. I love engaging with you guys and reading your thoughts. If you haven't, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. Now let's talk GH What's Ahead 2024. My very first prediction, I don't really even care that much about this storyline, if I'm being honest with you guys, but, I'm getting this prediction out of the way. I think Dr. Hammy Finn's malpractice case is going to go very well for him. I think it's all down to Liz going and getting that info from the nurse network and finding out there was another doctor and, at any rate, I think his case is going to be a big success. I don't care much about this story. I feel like they always use Liz as an accessory in some man's story, and she doesn't have a story of her own. Remember, even when they brought back her rapist when he got out of jail, that turned into a story about Franco and bizarrely about Sonny. Sonny was front and center in that story. That guy is in too many. They need to limit the number of stories that Sonny can be in. I don't need him involved in every little thing. So I will say that Finn's case is going to work out in his favor. I'd be all right if he was sent off to prison and we didn't see him again. This is not my favorite Michael Easton character. We're on number 4, and this is not my favorite. All right. My second prediction for 2024 also involves Finn, and it's about Gregory Chase. I think he is going to die in 2024, and Alexis is going to be devastated because she's tiptoeing towards this romance. Not that he's got any time to waste. And of course, Ben and Chase and BLQ, so many people are invested in this story. ALS is a very slow moving, devastating disease. And a lot of people, it takes years to die. I don't imagine that General Hospital is going to engage in this for years. I would say, maybe 6 more months. I don't know. But I don't feel like that he is going to survive the year. But I will say, I think they're doing a good job with the story. I actually care a lot more about Gregory Chase than I do about his son Finn at this point. And I think it's going to be heart-wrenching. I think it's going to be Emmy fodder, and hopefully they'll raise a lot of awareness about ALS. My third prediction, Heather Weber breaks out of prison to do some bad things for Esme. Now, when Heather was on the loose before as the Hook, she was going around and taking out people that she thought had done her baby dirty or could possibly, and that's why so many of the killings kind of had Esme as the epicenter. And what's scary about this, I do know Allie Mills, who, by the way, won a well-deserved Emmy for playing Heather Weber as a guest star. She has been filming more scenes. They're going to come up in February. And in the 2024 look ahead at plots that had info from the GH writers, one of the things that they said was there's going to be a buildup in January for Esme and Trina and Spencer, and the big climax to their storyline comes in February. And with Allie Mills shooting scenes for February, that has me very worried that Heather might be out on the loose and might pose a danger to Trina. Like she might just try to get her out of the way for her daughter, which would be terrible. My fourth prediction for 2024 on GH, Michael Corinthos ousted out of ELQ and out of Aurora by Drew and Ned. The official spoilers already say that Michael is going to face some fallout for sitting on this SEC secret. Ned's already mad at him, but he's kind of bought his silence, but it's all about to blow up. And then I think that's going to give Ned permission to unleash. I think Drew is not going to be too happy about this. it's all said and done, and Michael, knowing, couldn't get Drew out of prison, but it would have stopped a lot of the Drew being suspicious of Ned kind of interplay and dynamic. So I feel like that Drew and Ned might actually unite against Michael. We'll see. I'd like to see it because Michael, I think, has been kind of a creep for the past year. I don't like his attitude. I want to see him get a little bit of comeuppance. All right, my fifth prediction for GH in 2024 is that Nikolas Cassadine is back, and very specifically back for his son Ace Cassadine. With Esme's memories back, I don't see that she is sustainable as a character. I mean, with her memories back, once that's known, she's got to face justice, right? Which means she would go to prison, which means she can't really be on screen and front and center. And then there's baby Ace, and I don't think any of us want to see Spencer raising his brother. So I feel like Nikolas has to come back. Plus, Nikolas has been name dropped a lot. Ava's being tormented. Maybe he's who's doing it, or maybe it's Esme. I don't know. But I feel like we are going to get someone back as Nikolas Cassadine in 2024. My sixth prediction is that Anna Devane, I think, is going to be a problem for Diane and Robert. She's already been a little bit of a problem for Diane and Robert. Like Diane and Robert, remember, they were at the Metro Court and they were chilling. This was right after Anna's house burned down. And then Robert asked Diane to leave the table so that he could give a gift to Anna. And remember, it was that scrapbook of photos because she had lost all of her everything. And Diane sat at another table, pouted. I thought that was so incredibly rude of Robert, just like amazingly rude. Diane could have sat there because she fully knew that Anna's house burned down. He just has this tendency to lean back towards things, and he and Anna haven't been together for a long time, decades, but I could see it happening with her broken up with Valentine, and then Valentine's supposed to be leaving for 6 months. So we'll see. My number 7 prediction is that Dex Heller's awful parents show up in Port Charles. He's been talking about them a lot lately. Jocelyn is very upset, of course, to hear about his abusive childhood. And I feel like we're finally going to meet these creeps, maybe even his horrible brothers. My number 8 prediction for 2024, although I think it's not going to happen right away, like down the road, again, 6-7 months down. And I know a lot of you are going to hate this, but I really think Sonny's going to forgive Nina. I really do. I think, you know, if he looks at the totality of things and sees, or if he listens to her, just looks at them and sees that, you know, she and Carly were at each other's throats and she wasn't behaving right. Neither was Carly. And I know everybody who loves Carly is going to get mad at me for saying this. And I'm not saying that Carly is the devil and that Nina is an angel. I'm not saying that. So please don't say that in the comments. You guys say things in the comments sometimes, especially people who really hate Nina and really love Carly. You say things that I didn't even say. So I just want to make this clear. I'm not apologizing for Nina. I'm not attacking Carly. But Carly, you know, she can be like steel wool on sunburned skin. She can be a very abrasive person. If she doesn't like you, no matter what you've done, if she doesn't like you, she's pretty horrible to you. Nina is crazy. Nina can be violent. Nina is a liar. So I'm not saying that Nina is a saint. Don't get me wrong. But it's a complicated dynamic between Sonny and Nina with Carly in that mix, you know? And I think what happens is Nina approaches Carly and she wants to do the right thing, but then Carly starts acting like Carly, and then Nina loses her temper and then everything falls apart, where I think if they each showed each other the tiniest bit of grace, that they could get past all this. So we'll see, but I really do think Sonny's going to forgive her, and I know a lot of you guys are going to hate that. And you might dislike, for the same reason, my number 9 prediction for 2024. I think Carly's going to marry Drew. I think even after Sonny and Nina break up, I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, I can't wait for that Carly-Sonny reunion. I don't see it happening, you guys. Not unless Cameron Mathison leaves the soap, and he says that he's not leaving, even though he has this new multi-film contract with Great American Media. So we'll just see. But I think with Nina and Sonny breaking up this week, you know, it's coming right now, that Drew might have some passing concern that Carly wants to get back with him. And I think she's going to reassure him in many ways. And one of those ways is going to be marrying him. My 10th and final prediction, and this is a happy ending, and it should come like November sweeps probably. I think Christina is going to give birth to a healthy baby for Molly and TJ. I don't think she's going to try and steal the baby. I think it's going to be a happy ending story. That's what I think. I think there's going to be some things along the way between like her and Blaze and just, maybe Molly having some insecurities and things like that. But I really do think it's going to be a happy ending story. All right, that is all of my long-range 2024 predictions. If you haven't, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our General Hospital updates, spoilers, and news. Let me know what you think, agree or disagree. I know some of these predictions are probably going to rub some of y'all the wrong way. That's all right. We're all entitled to our opinion, and I can't wait to read yours. Just be polite, be kind, and we can have a good discussion about our soap without being mean to each other and flinging the F-bomb around. So 2024 resolution, be nice in the comments. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like in 2023 and 2024, I'll be here talking General Hospital with you guys 7 days a week. As always, this has been Belynda from Soap Dirt. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.